Alright guys, so I'm going to be, I've just completed my Army basic training. I'm just waiting to go on to phase 2, which is my trade training, and I'm going to be releasing a series of videos where I'm going to tell you how to prepare it for phase 1 training, because the instructions that you get given from the Army are good, don't get me wrong, but you can always do that bit of help from someone that's gone through phase 1 training and knows exactly how to prepare properly. If I could go back 14, 15 weeks ago to the beginning of my phase 1 training and know the stuff I know now and how to prepare and what to do, believe me, I would do a lot better in phase 1 training than I did. So basically, the first part of this video is what you need to buy before you arrive at phase 1 training. You're going to get a set. It's going to come through the post of joining instructions and kit list, what you need. So it's going to have on here boot cleaning kit, sewing kit, coat hangers, etc. A lot of the stuff on that list, now I don't know why, but a lot of that stuff is correct in that you could get by with it, but it's not the best stuff that you could use. For example, when you're polishing your army boots, okay, on the list it tells you to use mid-tan. There's nothing wrong with mid-tan on your boots, but your corporals, your sergeants, your troop commanders will tell you to use dark tan, because dark tan looks better on the boots. So you don't want to be wasting all your money buying mid-tan to arrive at phase 1 training and then having to go to the local shop and spending 15-20 quid on dark tan polish. So make sure you get some dark tan polish instead of mid-tan. Bungees, you probably have never heard of bungees before. Really, I didn't really know what they were for. Basically, they're just used to hold up a poncho, which is kind of like a tent when you're on exercise. Exercise is basically when you're in the field trying to survive. So you spend 2, 3, 4 nights in the woods, basically, as if you were in a war zone. It says on your joining instructions, for some reason, 30 centimeters, and it specifically says not 30 inches, which is incorrect. You need 30-inch bungees. The bungees go into the side of the tent and then have to go into the ground. A 30 centimeter one is like that. It will not stretch to go into the ground to hold up your poncho. You need a 30-inch one. Everyone had to go and buy 30-inch bungees when they got there. And a big thing, which is something you're going to be using a lot, is an iron. Bring your own iron. It says in the joining instructions you do not need to bring an iron, which is correct because the Army does provide irons for you. But you can imagine there's 45, 17, 18-year-olds, a lot of them are, who have never ironed before in their life, and everyone's sharing these irons. So a lot of stuff gets burnt on that iron. So the irons are kept in a communal kind of kosh cupboard. You go and you pick up an iron that someone else has used. It's got a massive burn mark on there. When you put that on your clothes, that burn mark goes from that iron onto your clothes, and you end up getting some massive black mark on your clothes. So my personal advice: buy your own iron, and learn to iron, of course. But buy your own iron and just use it for yourself, or if your mate wants to use it, let him use it, but just make sure he doesn't burn his stuff, your iron, because you're going to be ironing every night. At the start, when I went to phase 1, it was about 2 hours a night for the first few weeks, and then as you get better at ironing and you kind of know what you need to iron for the next few days, it goes down to about an hour a night, but you're still ironing every night. So make sure you get a 40, 50, 60 pounds iron, a good iron that is going to do the job, basically. You don't want to be using the Army irons. They're cheap irons, everybody uses them, they all get burnt, they get damaged. You really want your own iron. I think that's it, really. Padlocks, oh, another one, small thing, padlocks, get a combination padlock, because you don't want to be getting padlocks with keys where you have to carry the keys around with you the whole time. Yeah, that's it for what you need to get before you go there. There's not much else you can purchase beforehand that I haven't already mentioned. Alright, the next video that I'm going to be doing is going to be about how you can improve your fitness for the Army. The little things that the Army doesn't tell you to do that would really improve. So click for the next video in my on my channel.